I feel like this year we need to focus a lot more on keeping promises that we make to ourselves. Now, we don't like breaking promises to other people so they can react a certain way. You're going to make them feel like shit. And you don't want to do that, so you will sacrifice yourself to keep the promise to somebody else, which is what you should be doing, yes. But the promise that you made to yourself is also very, very important. You promise yourself you'd go to the gym tomorrow, you wake up and you think to yourself, not really feeling it, so I'm not going to go. You promise yourself you're going to make a YouTube video. You promise yourself you're going to post your art online. You promise yourself you're going to go to that class. You promise yourself that you're going to change, and you just don't. And then it gets to a point where, I got to a point where I tell myself to do things, and then instead of getting really excited when you have that gush of yes, I've got that motivation, and I had nothing because I knew I wasn't going to show up for myself. I knew I wasn't going to do it. I knew that no matter how many times I wrote in my to-do list, no matter how many times I told myself I was going to do it, no matter how many times I told myself, oh my god, I promise I'm going to do this for myself, and I never end up doing it. It got to a point where I stopped believing in myself, and that was terrifying. I hit a stage where I wouldn't do anything for myself anymore, and there's nothing that I could say because I know I couldn't trust myself. And I came to a point where I completely lost myself. I didn't even know who I was anymore, because who am I? Someone that doesn't listen to myself, someone that doesn't keep promises to myself. I am the most important person to me. You guys are the most important people to yourself. It's crucial to keep those promises, the most important promises that you need to keep. There is nothing worse than you not believing your own self and your own words. Your words carry value. So when you tell yourself, I'm going to do this, you have to go and do it. Show up for yourself. Have that discipline for yourself, and you will see the way your life will change, and the way your energy will change, and the way who you are will change, because you are everything you wish to be. Isn't that enough motivation? No matter how tired I am, I will show up for myself. I'm a people pleaser, a really bad one, what I used to be. And I would literally, let's say if I had to make 2 videos today, my friend, she just wanted to go out. I will sacrifice those 2 videos and that promise that I made to myself to go out with my friend. Yes, okay, that makes me, oh yeah, a good friend for going out with my friend, but what does that make me to myself? I'm a liar and I'm a traitor. I betrayed my own self, my own future. There is nothing worse than the feeling of regret. So why would I openly give myself room for it? I'm not saying to be selfish. I'm not saying to never show up for people. I'm not saying to never do things for people anymore. That is not what I'm saying. There is a fine line. You need to have a balance. But whenever you tell yourself that you are going to do something, you will absolutely show up for yourself. And when you decide to not do it, that better be a decision that you have chosen to make, because it will benefit you more if you don't show up, because you need to rest. There is a balance between how much you tell yourself you can do. If you give yourself a million things to do a day, you are not going to do those things. I'm not going to do those things. Nobody's going to do a million things a day. You have to be realistic. Keep promises to yourself that you know that you can keep. Every single time you write a to-do list, whatever it is, you will tick it off. You will do it on that day. Do not write out 15 things on your to-do list, because that will not only dishearten you, but you will also believe that you cannot do it. You absolutely can. Split up your to-dos and show up for yourself, because you deserve it. And the more you show up for yourself, the more you know yourself. You'll see you'll have something to be proud of. Everyone needs to show up for themselves and break this vicious cycle of making yourself a promise, not doing it, and then you feel like shit, and then it repeats. You do the same thing again and again and again and again and again. You will lose confidence in yourself, and the last thing you want is to lose yourself. No one is coming to save you. It got to the end of 2025. I had nothing. I didn't do any of the stuff that I said I was going to do. I hadn't achieved any of my goals because I didn't do them. I didn't deserve to achieve those goals. I did not put enough effort, and I got exactly what I deserved at the end of the year, which is nothing, because I didn't show up for myself. I broke every single promise that I made to myself last year, to the point where it got to last year and I was like, I am reaching the same point at the end of every single year. So I said to myself, well, I'm going to make a change this year. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to keep every single promise that I make to myself. Example, if I'm meeting my friend tomorrow, I'm going to make the to-do list shorter, or I will wake up earlier to complete everything. I will show up for myself regardless of my circumstances, regardless of my situation, regardless of what I'm doing that day. It's about consistency. If you do something every single day for 20 minutes, you are better off doing 2 hours one day, nothing the next. 3 hours one day, nothing for the next week. When you write down your goals, what does this mean to you? Why do you want to achieve this? For what, and what steps do you need to take to get there? Do not be silly and do not waste your time. Every day is a new day, fresh, clean slate. Sometimes you will have days where you don't finish everything, and that is okay. The point is, you showed up for yourself and you tried your best to finish everything, and you might have overestimated how much you could do that day. That is fine. You need to find what works for you. You deserve it. We all deserve it. We need to be working harder. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. It's like 2 a.m.